All ships, ice has been spotted. Maintain ice lookouts. Break formation is authorized.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 025. Range 5,300 yards.
Bridge combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 025. Range 5,300 yards. I designate contact able. Time 22:03.
Contact able now bears 024.
Lookouts. Anything at 024.
I see nothing. Bearing 024.
Radio, Captain. Send a report to Convoy Commodore. Jansen has unknown contact on radar, left flank of the convoy.
Contact able, coming in much more strongly. I evaluate as a definite contact. Contact able now bears 023. Range 4,700
Captain
yards.
I. Officer of the deck, set general quarters.
Set general quarters. Aye. General quarters. General quarters. All hands man your battle stations. Set conditions zebra throughout the ship.
Contact able.
Stern depth charts detail manned and ready. Main battery ports manned and ready. Engineering officer of the watch reports engineering manned and ready. Zebra set. 4 boilers online. Max speed 32 knots. Electric plant split. All fire pumps online.
Very well.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the world's slowest destroyer chases.
9.
Some U-boats think they can run from the Navy.
Aye, sir.
Well, they're probably right. Especially with the amount of U-boats we get jumped on by in this video.
Roger. Antler maneuvering to
So, we have Abel up here, but don't worry, we'll have more company very shortly.
Maneuvering to assigned
I'm moving the other escorts up to cover my area. I'm going to proceed toward Abel.
All engines ahead flank.
all engines ahead flank. Aye.
Start shooting. I don't expect to hit much. Not with the way I see these shells flying.
Contact able now bears 015. Range 3,400.
I'm gonna hold off on any historical commentary on this video. I'm still reading and gaining more information, so more will be coming in future videos on destroyer history, but I figure this one will just do a good old, let me actually react to what I played here.
Able now bears 013. Range
Because this
2,400
mission
yards.
was quite a doozy, shall we say. We're coming up to Abel here.
New course. 032. Course 03.
And I think I'm a little bit late,
Last bearing. Fire 2.
but never hurts to try.
Last range. 100
Fire
yards.
Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing.
Alright, now we got Baker out there.
Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Antler, this is
Antler, you go after them.
Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler lost contact. Able.
Actually, on second thought, Antler, you're closer to Abel. So you go after them, I'll go after Baker, because I'm the faster sheep.
This is Antler. Antler regained contact. Able. Bearing 195. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Proceed to engage.
Roger. Antler engaging.
Contact Baker now.
Come on, train the guns on her. Fire!
3. Range 2,500 yards.
Stand by to fire. Fire. Fire.
All engines ahead.
Contact Baker now
Fire.
bears 124. Range 2,300 yards.
New course. 130.
Fire.
Course 130. Aye, sir.
Fire.
Okay, she's gone under.
All engines ahead standard.
Let's slow down and
Contact Baker.
get our
last
sonar
bearing,
listening out there.
125. Last range 2,100 yards. Surface radar has a new contact.
Alright, well,
3.
I got out there and I have lost sonar contact on Baker, but look, we've got Charlie here. He's way out there to the north.
From radar. Bearing 339.
Range 4,400 yards. I designate contact Charlie. Time 22:14.
Antler, have you not found Abel yet? That's most disconcerting. I expect more from you, Antler. You're a disappointment to the Navy. Alright, well, we do have radar contact on Charlie.
Charlie, now bears
4,300 yards away. We're just gonna take some shots at him.
300 yards. Surface radar has regained contact.
Oh, now we got Baker, huh?
Forward 7, range 2,000
Alright,
yards.
let's go to Baker.
Stand by to fire. Target bearing 3, 4, 5. Range 2,000 yards.
2,000 yards. She's close.
Last bearing 3.
Oh, she's right there.
Last
Yep.
range
Come on.
3,900 yards.
Fire.
All engines ahead flank. Aye, sir.
What is in our line of sight? Why can we not fire?
Target bearing 3, 4, 1. Range 2,200 yards. Fire.
Contact Baker now bears 3. Forward
Fire.
2, range 2,200 yards.
Fire. Fire. Fire.
I think they've gone under, so... But, just keep shooting.
Fire.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 3. Forward 2. Last range 2,000 yards.
All ships. Ice ahead. New course.
Ice ahead, you don't say.
Combat sonar. New sonar contact.
Is that what happens to water when it freezes? I've heard.
7. Range 1,800 yards. Sonar. This is the captain. Perform active search.
Yeah, and by the way, submarines ideally do not sink. They dive or submerge.
9.
Sink is what Titanic did
0.
when she hit that iceberg out in the Atlantic. Generally, it's considered a one-way trip, and something that submarines would like to avoid.
4. 5.
Anything can sink,
1,500
but submarines want to come back up.
Decreasing depth.
Any ship can be a submarine once.
Outer doors opening. Torpedo in the water. Ready depth
Ooh,
charges.
torpedo in the water,
Shallow
huh?
pattern. Bearing steady. 3, 0. Course 3. Combat sonar. Torpedo bearing constant.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon.
There's the periscope.
3, 6. Appears to be. Periscope.
And the maximum depth of any submarine is all the way to the bottom, if you don't stop it.
3, 5.
Whether or not you'll survive that trip is debatable.
Sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 3, 5. Range 500 yards. Estimated depth shallow.
Bridge, port lookout. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 2, 6, 0.
Bridge.
Ice lookout. Iceberg. Starboard bow.
Contact making a sharp right turn.
Alright, here we go.
Fire 1.
Let's see if we can get Baker.
Fire 2.
Oh, we're right over her.
Fire 3. Shallow pattern.
Not the best run. We're
Baker.
crossing a beam of her.
3, 5. Last range 100 yards.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 0, 0, 2. Appears to be. Periscope feather.
Looks like they torpedoed a ship.
Port lookout. Oil slick. Bearing 3, 0, 6.
Red Oak has been torpedoed and is taking on water.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears.
Okay, Mountie, go get those survivors.
Range 500 yards.
Expedite, please.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to pick up survivors from Red Oak, bearing 153, range 3,100 yards. From guide.
Roger. Mountie searching. Red Oak. Position for survivors. Bearing 153. Range. Combat sonar. Contact. Able.
Here we go again. We're going after Abel.
3, 6. Range 200 yards. Bearing steady. Surface radar.
ready to
has
drop.
Contact. Bearing 0, 5, 0. Range 3,800 yards.
Bridge combat.
New surface contact from radar.
Let's see if we can get him.
0. Range.
Fire
800 yards. I designate contact.
Fire
Dog.
3.
Time.
Now we got Dog out here.
Combat sonar. Lost contact.
The fourth one. Hooray.
Bearing 2, 4.
Yeah, Abel went deeper. These U-boat skippers are getting smarter.
Surface radar has regained
They know when
contact.
we're coming at them.
Bearing
We expect them to be at periscope depth, so they go deeper, so they can get underneath the depth charges.
Baker, last bearing, 162. Last range, 1,000 yards.
Bridge, poor lookout, floating debris. Bearing, 2, 1, 2.
Bridge, ice lookout. Iceberg bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler regained contact. Baker, bearing 137. Range 1,000 yards from bloodhound.
Lost contact. Dog, last bearing, 0, 5,
Yeah, we'll just run all over the place. And we're getting into the actual convoy.
Starboard lookout, merchant ship, CBDR, bearing 226.
Luckily, because of the ice, I ordered the convoy to break formation if necessary.
Contact.
I'm only contributing to that order now.
6, 7, range 300 yards. Bearings drifting right.
Lost contact. Charlie, last bearing,
I
1.
see a periscope out there ahead of us.
Last range, 1,000 yards. Surface radar has regained contact. Dog, bearing, 0, 5, 0.
Alright, slow us down. I don't want to crash into this
900 yards.
ship in front of us.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 2, 6, 7. Last range 300 yards.
Bridge, poor lookout. Object, 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing, 1.
Yes, I see it.
3.
I see it. I saw it.
Appears to be periscope feather.
Bridge, starboard lookout, merchant ship, CBDR, bearing 153.
Yes, place is turning into a zoo. Bunch of animals here.
Combat sonar.
Isn't that what sailors basically are?
Bearing 121. Range.
Problem is, Charlie here is directly in the convoy.
Regained contact. Able. Bearing.
If they fire with their bow and stern tubes, they can hit 2 targets.
From Bloodhound. Bridge, starboard lookout, merchant ship, CBDR, bearing 276. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Man, I'm cutting right across the track of the convoy.
Last bearing.
This is not good. I'm having to focus more on maneuvering around the ships than I am attacking my target.
500 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 157. Range 30 yards. Contact increasing depth. Combat sonar.
I have no idea where Charlie is anymore.
Last bearing 1
30 yards?
Last range 30 yards.
Yeah, last range 30 yards. I don't know where he is. Whatever, fire.
Beyond.
Maybe we'll
1.
give him something to think about with these explosives.
Range closing quickly. I say again,
Fire
CBDR.
3. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Charlie. Bearing 290. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Hard right rudder. Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact Charlie. Bearing 314. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout, merchant ship, CBDR, bearing 300. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Surface radar has regained contact. Dog, bearing 02.
And every time we try to get one of these U-boats, another one, it's like, oh, we got radar contact on this one now. Oh, we've regained sonar contact with that one. Oh, this one's coming up at the surface. We've got radar contact. Oh, now on ahead of us, there's another, submarine or whatever.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Engage con.
There's only 3 of us.
Roger.
One of them is picking up survivors.
This is Bloodhound. This is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact Charlie. Bearing 049. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound.
Yeah, see, you got 2 right there.
3,
Sheesh.
9 through 0.
Now we've lost 3 ships.
Mississippi Delta is sinking. Mohawk and Hudson is sinking.
Mountie picking up survivors from Red Oak.
Oh, you finally got to Red Oak, did you, Mountie?
Now has sonar contact Charlie. Bearing 06.
Considering these waters are probably very cold, those guys probably froze to death already.
Mountie finished picking up survivors from Red Oak.
Yeah, I'm guessing there were not many survivors, Mountie.
Mountie reporting.
We've lost Mississippi Delta.
In the meantime, go after those survivors, please.
We've lost Mohawk and Hudson. All ships. Maneuver to avoid.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now
That's
has
what's tough
sonar
about this
contact
particular mission, is that
Bearing 08.
these U-boats are definitely getting more aggressive, and they're improving in their wolfpack tactics.
Maneuver to pick up survivors from Mohawk.
So they're all over the place.
6.
They're bearing down on the
Stop. All engines stop.
convoy. There's only 3 of us, and I'm the fastest escort.
From Mohawk and Hudson.
So it really requires you to make some tough decisions.
Surface radar has regained contact.
Either you break off and you rescue survivors, or you continue pursuing the U-boats.
100 yards. Contact Able now bears 0, 0, 0. Range 2,000 yards.
It's a classic example of you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Range.
You can't be everywhere at once. Oh god, get out of the way.
Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 0, 0, 0. Last range 1,900 yards. Surface radar has regained contact. Able. Bearing 0, 0, 3. Range 1,900 yards.
Target bearing 0, 0, 4. Range 1,900 yards.
Contact Able now bears 0, 0, 4. Range 1,900 yards.
Start tracking contact. Target acquired.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Proceed
Fire.
to engage contact. Able.
Roger. Bloodhound, this is Mountie.
Fire.
Mountie lost contact. Charlie. Last known at bearing 1-4.
Fire.
Alright, we got Able in our sights. We're gonna shoot at him.
Bloodhound.
On target. Fire.
Bloodhound. Finish picking up survivors.
Imagine those survivors don't really like the sound of 127mm guns firing over their heads as they crawl up the nets.
Fire.
Lost contact. Dog. Last bearing 1, 1,
Fire.
8. Last range 2,100 yards.
Fire.
Bridge, poor lookout. Torpedo in the water.
Hey, we got it.
0,
Look at that.
1, 8.
Another U-boat sunk by gunfire.
Antler regained contact. Dog, bearing 1, 1.
Okay, finally we got one of them.
700 yards from Bloodhound.
On target.
Contact.
Okay, that
Lost
leaves us
contact.
with Baker, Charlie, and
Last
Dog.
bearing 0, 1.
Mountie, what are you doing?
Last range 1,500 yards.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to pick up survivors from Mississippi Delta. Bearing 2, 2, 2. Range 200 yards. From guide.
Steady on course. 0, 3, 4.
All escorts. Contact Able has most likely been sunk by a Bloodhound.
Yes, a 5-inch shell will tend to do that to a submarine. In the meantime, let's find ourselves another target. Antler is going after Dog, so that leaves us with Baker and Charlie.
Sonar. This is the captain. Bloodhound.
I did find that this particular mission really required me to use the tactical screen in the CIC much more, so I can get a pretty decent picture of where everyone is and what's happening around me. It's hard to maintain situational awareness here,
800 yards.
especially because it's nighttime, and also because we have icebergs and the convoy kind of disperses out a bit
Fire.
to avoid the ice.
1,800 yards.
Contact.
Fire.
Easy.
Now we've got Easy.
On target.
6, 9er. Range
Fire.
1,700 yards. Surface radar has regained contact. Baker,
And
bearing.
they went behind that iceberg, and we're gonna try not to get T-boned by this freighter.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 2, 3, 4. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Lost contact. Easy. Last bearing 1, 7, 9er. Last range 1,100 yards.
Bridge, starboard lookout.
Okay, where'd you go, Easy?
Bearing 3, 2, 0. Range closing quickly.
Combat sonar.
Contact. Fox. Now bears 1, 1, 8.
Well, looks like another U-boat showed up. Now we have Fox. So essentially, we've got 6 U-boats in this mission. Only 3 escorts. They have literally, they outnumber us 2 to 1.
2,500 yards.
Luckily, we got Able. I suppose ideally we would have sunk another U-boat by now.
Fire 1. Sonar. Lost contact. Fox. Last bearing. Fire 2. 1, 8. Last range. Fire 3 yards. Sonar. This is the captain. Perform active search. 2, 6.
That was an okay run on Fox there.
9.
Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler lost contact. Dog. Last known at bearing 354. Range 900 yards from Bloodhound.
Roger. Mounting maneuvering to assigned station.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Engage contact. Easy.
Roger. Mounting engaging contact. Easy. Combat sonar. Contact. Fox. Fire 1. Now bears 1, 3, 2. Range 300 yards. Wake on left cut.
Bridge, ice lookout. Iceberg, starboard bow.
Alright, I couldn't get a very good beat on Fox, so I'm just throwing some depth charges out there.
Fox. Last bearing. 1, 3.
Mountie, you find
range,
Baker, please.
300 yards.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Attack your
Fire
contact.
3. Acknowledged.
Oh, there's one right there.
Ice lookout. Iceberg. Port bow.
It's a something. It's a U-boat. Well, which one is it?
Flank.
All engines ahead.
Let's charge at it.
Aye, sir.
For honor and glory, everybody. We're gonna win ourselves some medals. A really awesome medal. For being awesome.
New course. 1, 3, 5. Course 1, 3, 5.
I wonder if you can ram a U-boat in this game. Does that like automatically game over you if you collide with a U-boat?
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler lost contact. Dog, last known at bearing 065. Range
Yes.
1,000.
Directly ahead.
yards
Fire.
From Bloodhound.
Find it.
Surface radar has regained contact. Dog, bearing 0,
Fire.
6, 3. Range 1,300 yards.
Fire.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Alright, he's going
Stand by
under.
Fire. Target bearing. 2.
Fire.
8. 3. Range. 500 yards. Fire. Fire. Target bearing. 2. 9. 7. Range. 900 yards.
New course. 1. Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 337. Range 3,900 yards. Combat sonar. New sonar contact. Bearing 1.
Yes, that's probably...
Range 400
That's easy.
yards. Sonar. This is the captain. Investigate
Bridge,
mark.
port lookout. Object,
Oh,
1/3 to the
right ahead of
horizon.
us.
Bearing, 1, 1.
Okay, let's
7.
turn.
Appears to be. Periscope feather.
Investigate combat sonar. Lost contact.
God, at this point we'll probably just run over the periscope and smash the periscope shears.
Last range 300 yards.
Fire.
one.
Yep, we're easy. Yeah, we're dead over him.
Fire 2. 337. Last range 3,600 yards.
Bridge, port lookout. Oil slick. Bearing, 2, 5, 5.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Dog, bearing 026. Range 1,400 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, port lookout. Object, 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing, 2, 9, 1. Appears to be. Periscope feather. Bridge, port lookout. Object, 1/3 to the horizon. Bearing.
Oh, look,
3,
another periscope.
2,
Gee.
2. Appears to be. Periscope feather.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Alright, get ready to drop and go.
Fire 2. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Fire bearing 174. Range 30 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Fox. Last
Trying to
bearing,
get easy and
1,
Fox here.
5, 9. Last range 100 yards.
Bridge, port lookout. Oil slick. Bearing, 1, 4, 2.
Hard left. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 042. Last range 4,600.
Alright, at this point I
yards.
pretty much start
To the
going after
Ishigos.
Baker.
Aye. Steady on course 019. Rudder 30 degrees right. Rudder. Surface radar has regained contact. Baker bearing 050. Range 4,600 yards. Bloodhound. This is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Charlie. Last known at bearing 036. Range 3,000 yards from Bloodhound. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 050. Last range 4,200 yards.
Stand by to fire.
Surface radar has regained contact. Charlie, bearing 037. Range 2,600 yards.
Well, the good news is we're keeping the U-boats busy while the rest of the convoy is moving away.
Stand by to fire. Fire.
Contact.
Of course, I just remembered that you can change the radar target in the gun director here on the right side. If you click up and down those arrows just below the binocular symbol, next to the radar symbol.
2,000.
So I keep
Fire.
going out into combat and changing the contact target, but I can just do it from here with the radar. especially when it's on the surface, of course.
Rudder amidships.
And we're using the radar director for fire control.
Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler lost contact. Dog. Last known at bearing 149. Range 2,300 yards from Bloodhound.
On target. Target bearing 038. Range 2,400 yards. Fire.
Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 0.
Yeah, jeez, it's just, we take shots at one thing, then we get radar contact of another thing, then we get sonar contact of another thing. These guys are getting smarter.
2,100 yards. Contact. Baker now bears 0.
Fire.
Forward.
If only we had some better escorts and better anti-submarine weapons.
Ice lookout. Iceberg. Port bow.
Stand by to fire. Target bearing 04.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 0. Forward. Niner. Last range 2,800 yards.
Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler made a depth charge attack on contact. Dog. Unknown results.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Proceed to engage.
Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 0. Forward 3. Range 2,900 yards. Surface radar has regained contact. Easy. Bearing 1. 8.
Fire.
Forward. Range 3,200 yards. Lost contact. Easy. Last bearing 1. 8. 5.
Baker's closer.
3,000 yards. Roger. Mounting.
Not too worried about Easy right now because they're so far away from the convoy.
Antler combat sonar. Lost
Fire.
contact.
I'm gonna keep going after Baker
Last
here.
bearing 0. 2. 4.
Fire.
Last range 100 yards.
On target.
Mountie, this is
Fire.
Bloodhound. Take new station.
On target.
Convoy screen.
Roger. Mountie
Fire.
taking station.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger.
Fire.
Mountie maneuvering to new station.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Proceed to engage.
Fire.
Roger. Mountie engaging. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Fire.
Contact. Baker. Now bears 0. 5.
Fire.
2. Range.
On target.
1,200 yards.
Fire. On target. On target. Fire. Target bearing 047. Range 1,200. Fire.
I tried to turn a little bit here to unmask the guns, the rear guns here, but I forget to, I'm just steaming around in a circle here, I forget to turn the rudder midships.
Fire.
God, I really had to turn into Captain Quig. Excuse me, Captain. Captain, we're going around in a circle. Will you not interrupt me? One more word or I'll put you on report.
New course.
I'm gonna steam over my own tow line here in just a minute.
Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 0. 3. Niner. Last range 1,100 yards. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Charlie. Bearing 1. 9.
Oh, they got another ship.
Range 1,800 yards.
Charlie must have got that one.
New York Enterprise has been torpedoed and is on fire.
Contact making a sharp right turn.
Bridge. Ice
Yeah,
lookout.
the Enterprise is on fire. The New York Enterprise. Yeah, kids, what we got here is the Enterprise is on fire. Yeah, so
Charlie. Last bearing.
yeah, we got shot here by a torpedo.
Valiantly,
This is
but the
Antler.
convoy has
Antler
suffered
regained
heavy
fire.
losses.
3 easy.
We
Bearing
cannot continue to
194.
endure these heavy
Range
losses.
3,500
Yeah,
yards.
you think?
from Bloodhound.
Well, we just attacked Charlie, and based on this little cutscene here, I was for certain that I had just failed the mission. And I was about to be relieved of command. Yeah, contemplate that coffee well, Captain. But as it turns out, this was merely a minor defeat. We did lose 4 ships, which is substantial, and we only sunk 1 U-boat and we rescued some survivors.
The battles are fierce. We are getting better, but so are the Germans. We will have to double our efforts if we are to come out on top.
Yeah, no kidding.
I can see the tide of the Battle of the Atlantic turning in our favor.
Really?
We are still getting hit, but not as bad as the first year of the war.
Boy, that's optimistic of you, Captain.
It looks like the Germans have the advantage. We will need to work on our tactics and coordination if we want to send more of their boats to the bottom. Fate threw everything but the kitchen sink at us, but we kept fighting and prevailed. I guess we could do better, but it's not the end of the world. I am pleased that we were able to do our part and bring the convoy this far without significant loss. Now we can turn them over to the British, who will escort them the rest of the way to England.
Good morning, Captain. Please be seated. It was a small convoy, Captain, but the command is making an effort to muster more ships. We thought you would see more enemy action, but actually encountered a low threat. Let's hope that trend continues.
That was a low threat?
Captain, your convoy lost quite a few ships. On this crossing, you traded blows with the German Navy. I wish I could tell you that was your last crossing, but the war grinds on.
All right, well, we did okay with that mission. On to the next one.